Hello peeps, it's a hillbilly halfwit, and today we're by my Land Rover, and we're also going to do some political chat about the past election. Sorry about the sheep in the background, there's a load of Labour voters come round you rambling. Now, if you've been following me, you'll see this is my dad's old Series 3 Land Rover, and I started to take it apart about 3 weeks ago, and I hit a bit of a snag. There's a piece here. This seating area looked very easy to get off, but there's bolts all down here that have seized up. Oh my God, it's been a nightmare. So I left it alone because I've been shearing and doing some other jobs, but they're going to need to be cut off with a gas axe, basically. The middle of this thing, taking this apart. If anybody tells you it's easy to take a Land Rover apart, don't listen to them because it bloody ain't. This bulkhead here needs to be taken apart and re-welded again. So that's probably going to happen now in the next month with a bit of luck. Now what I wanted to talk about today was the election results. If I can sit down here, tidy. After sifting through everything and looking at all the results, it's amazing to think that we've got a Sir Keir Starmer now, who they haven't been mentioning he was a Sir during the election. He was a tool maker, wasn't he? So suddenly now he has to be called Sir Keir Starmer. 80% of the people in the country didn't vote for him. I know this sounds bizarre, but it isn't. It's right. So out of everybody that voted, out of everybody that voted, only 30% of the people who voted for Labour. The other 2/3 of the people who voted for other parties. It's mad, isn't it? It's absolutely mad. And 80% of the population didn't vote for Labour because lots of them didn't bother to vote. So when you think that you've got 2/3 of the people that voted haven't got what they wanted, but 1/3 have, it's pretty nuts. Another statistic is that the amount of people that voted for Labour with this landslide victory, that they call it, hasn't risen. It's 0.3, I think it is. So Jeremy Corbyn got pretty much the same vote when he lost to Boris. And you have to remember then that the Labour Party, certain sections of the Labour Party were working against Corbyn, because I did think he could win that one election, to be honest, with one turn, because he got that surge of the young people, hadn't he? Well, anyway, he had pretty much the same amount of voters as Keir Starmer. And in Wales, I know it doesn't show it, but Reform are the third party in Wales. They had more voters than Plaid Cymru, I think. Just off the top of my head now, I think they had more voters than Plaid Cymru. I think they had 220,000. So as a whole throughout Wales, Reform did do well, just didn't show in the voting of the AMs. So, and in the UK, they've got 6 MPs now. They had 4, now they've won another one, which is 5, and they had a by-election in Ireland, and the guy hadn't turned over to Reform during the election, but he did as the election progressed. So there's 6 MPs now, I think. So very good. And Reform have got the third party in the UK as a whole, and the third party in Wales as a whole. So I think they've done well, I've got to say. Still horrible about how they've been talked about by the other parties. As we've shown before, the people who've given this nickname of being racist and stuff, not necessarily even from in the party. A bit of a scam, if you ask me, but there we are. So anyway, what's going to happen now? I was talking about the vote share. I better say about the Liberal Democrats. Fair play to Liberal Democrats, even though they were working together with Labour in some areas. So what the Liberal Democrats have been doing is they've only been targeting certain seats in the areas, and then the Labour people in that area are voting Liberal Democrat, and then the people in other areas were Liberals aren't. The Liberals are voting for Labour. So they said that on election night. So that is not a conspiracy, that is happening. But because it's not written down anywhere, you're not allowed to say about that. But the quite interesting fact with the Liberals, to be fair, they've got about 65 to 70 MPs, and their share of the vote is equal to the amount of people, MPs they have. So if that is exactly how it should be. So in reality, if Reform have got more votes than the Liberals, they would have about 80 MPs in reality, if that's how it was. So unreal, really. It's unreal. So I did that follow-up video the other day, and some people, even one of my friends had a bit of a nark at me about it. Reckon I shouldn't have voted Reform, and all I say is bollocks to them. It's my own vote. I'll vote how I want, and I'm not going to vote for a party I don't trust. And I think the head of the Conservative Party is no longer Conservative anymore, and they're basically two parties welded together, Labour and Conservative, and they were just handing it over, in my opinion. There's no difference. So be interesting to see what happens now, because the country did need a change. Not necessarily, will it be good or bad? I don't know. And I've got another bit of a thought. I don't think Gethin's going to last in Wales. I don't think Starmer likes him. And because he's trying to get the party to look very clean, I think he'll remove him, myself. So there's one prediction from Gaz there. Now, because I don't watch BBC and HTV channels much, I only watched a little bit of that on the election night. I haven't seen it for months, really, only a little bit here and there. Well, it's like having Bangladesh TV, isn't it? Compared to everywhere else, it's unreal. It quite shocked me, really. It really did shock me. I'm not saying it's bad or good, but it's a bit weird. Very weird. The reaction of George Alagaya on election night, oh my God, that was brilliant. I'll try and get that up on you on a video, because it was hilarious to watch his jaw drop. But anyway, that's the video today. This will be carried on as soon as I can. I come to a bit of a stalling bit. Everybody says these things are easy to take apart. No way they are. This middle section here is horrible. So, so that'll do for today. Hope you're having a nice day. And it's raining here. I still got a bit more shearing to do. So I probably won't be at this for a week or two now, I don't think. So thanks for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers. And ta-da! All the best, Gaz.